after experiencing Germany's Black Forest, I decided to get back on the road and see where it leads me. I've heard many good things about southeastern Germany, so that's where I'll head over. This area, often referred to as Bavaria, is known for its resplendent countryside and rich traditions. Particularly, a love for food and drink. In fact, this is where the popular Oktoberfest started.
All that driving made me hungry, and there's nothing like an authentic Bavarian meal. Sausage. Very, very good. Sauerkraut. And, of course, the beer.
Another great thing about stopping through small towns is the discovery of beautiful walking trails. Not really tired from the drive, but I felt like resting from a heavy lunch, especially with a view as calm as this. Recharged, I went back on the road, this time to visit a typical Bavarian old town.
And I'm in the little town of Bad Tolz, where everybody seems so relaxed, even on a Monday afternoon.
The town enjoyed great wealth during the Roman times, being located along the Isar River, where salt and timber were transported. But the discovery of iodine-rich natural springs transformed the town into a spa destination. Bad Tolz, like other German towns, prefixed with the word bad, meaning spa, is a place of cure. Today, one can walk its 17th century Marktstraße, its enchanting main street. Paintings depicting biblical scenes and local events grace the facades of old buildings. This can easily be one of the most beautiful streets in all of Bavaria. From a short leisurely side trip, I head very close to the border of Germany and Switzerland. Friedrichshafen, a city along the northern part of Lake Constance, is a quiet lakeshore town, but actually played an important role in aviation history. Ferdinand von Zeppelin developed and manufactured his dirigibles here at the end of the 19th century. Today, you can still see some of these airships flying over the area on a daily basis. I was here to visit a good friend, Iren Dornier, whose grandfather was Claudius Dornier, a famous German airplane engineer who is also an important figure in aviation history.
Welcome to the Dornier Museum. How was your journey?
It was years of planning, but I'm here today.
Wonderful. I'm so glad to see you.
I was happy to finally tour the Dornier Museum, which has kept an extensive collection of aviation memorabilia.
So, Iren, this is your grandfather?
Yes, Joey, that's my grandfather, as you can see here. He was a key engineer for the Count Zeppelin, who built those large airships, of course. He was working under the Count Zeppelin, who then developed his own department for airplanes, which was initially just a small bureau. And the Count said, well, we cannot only build airships, we also have to go with airplanes, and that's basically what my grandfather did.
So, Iren, why seaplanes?
Because we were next to the lake, and at that time there were no airports.
Exactly, yeah.
And what's interesting here, you could already see that the typical concept of Dornier airplane is always the high wing. He really believed in the high wing. That was, of course, clear because of the water.
And a push and pull.
Yes.
The push-pull concept, huh? So high wing, push-pull was the magic that he thought of at the time, huh? And this is the next stage, huh?
Yes. Here you can see the DOX with 12 engines, 6 push and 6 pull engine.
Wow.
Largest airplane in the world at that time, 1929.
1929.
The Dornier DOX was once the heaviest, largest, and most powerful flying boat in the world. Its 12-engine propulsion totaled 144 cylinders and 7,320 horsepower that a dedicated engineer was needed to control the throttles according to the pilot's instructions.
This was basically the 380 at that time. It was amazing. There was this association of engineers. They said impossible that this airplane would fly. But my grandfather proved them wrong.
It was designed to carry up to 70 passengers on long-haul flights, or 100 for short journeys, all with luxurious seating that can rival even today's first-class cabins.
Wow.
Kind of amazing how
Yes.
comfortable this was laid out.
It's
and
like a nice hotel, huh? Yeah, I would have loved to fly in this kind of airplanes, huh?
absolutely.
I mean, it's something that you will never forget.
By the time dramatic events started to unfold on the world stage, Dornier engineers were at the forefront in aircraft building.
Okay, Joey, here you see the warplanes.
Okay.
Of course, my grandfather was obliged to build these airplanes as well.
Well, during those times, you have no other choice, huh?
Absolutely not. And they were beautiful airplanes. Actually, unfortunately, there was no more gas left when the production line was finished. So there were many airplanes built, but they couldn't fly because lack of fuel. Yes.
That time also saw the development of the fastest piston engine warfighter, the DO-335. Aside from its speed, it was also known for another aviation milestone.
A propeller in the back, and this airplane had the first ejection seat in the world, which Dornier, by the way, built.
Dornier's successful flying boats led to new models that served armed forces in Germany and around the world. After the war, aircraft production was prohibited in Germany, and Claude relocated to Spain and Switzerland, providing consultancy services before returning again to Germany in 1954. Those years saw the development of more aircraft, including the Alpha Jet, which became the standard NATO trainer in the 70s and 80s. Currently, the company is also involved in other fields like defense, satellites, and medical technology. This museum holds very important pieces of aviation history, and I'm glad Iren, like most Germans, is very proud of this heritage and continue to preserve this for the next generations. I was glad to get the chance to observe these machines and mechanisms up close. Shaped by their environment and crafted by a culture whose passion for excellence has changed the world. In the next part of this adventure, I go on an epic flying journey from Germany to Austria's beautiful Lake District and spend a weekend with flying legends.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next
Asian
Air
Air Safari.
Safari.